Looks like a spaceship landed, doesn't it, in the, in the background there. Looks fabulous. I'm sure it will be when it's finished. Women's 100 metres, Deja Stevens goes in lane 1, the 30-year-old. Don't get to see her too often on the Diamond League circuit. Brie Rizzo, the Australian, and like the South Africans, already had a big season, equalled her personal best in Perth at the Australian Championships, where she finished 3rd. And again, a couple of Americans we don't see loads of necessarily, but Cabrera Sturgis is going to be in lane 3. Is in pretty good form, 10.98. That's her quickest for 3 years. That was in the States earlier this month. And then Celera Barnes had a great indoor season last year. She was actually 3rd in the Diamond League in Doha at the beginning of last season, looking to get the Diamond League season off to a good start here. Won the national championships at 60 metres indoors, so no doubt Barnes will get out quickly. Not sure what to expect from Shericka Jackson, the great world champion. Not sure she's yet in the sort of form where we haven't seen her over 100 metres yet this season. As such, she was 2nd in the Diamond League in China over 200. And then Zoe Hobbs, we've got 3 or 4 people here who are at the World Indoors. Zoe Hobbs, one of them, the New Zealander, was 6th in the final there. Again, had a very good indoor season. Maya McCoy, well, she took a chance, won the kind of international race in Doha before the Diamond League. Then we had a withdrawal, and she had got to race twice there and is in good form. It says Liberia, I'm told, I think that she's going to go back to running for the USA, or wants to. She accepted the chance to run for Liberia, but now wants to go back on that, getting close to 11 seconds. Now Jaisha Sears, watch out for her, again another great indoor runner. Sadly, injury last year after running 10.77 early in the year meant that we didn't see the best of her for the rest of 24. And then Rani Rosius of Belgium in lane 9. So the quick starters, you've got Sears in 8. Can she turn that into a big 100 metres here? Zoe Hobbs gets out quickly as well. Barnes the same. What are we going to see from Shericka Jackson right in the middle? The biggest name in this 100 metres, but is she going to be quick enough at this stage of her season? And what about McCoy? New name on the circuit to many, and her chance to show what she can do in this sort of...
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Have you ever watched a women sprint final and wondered, how does Jamaica keep doing this? How can one small Caribbean island continue producing some of the fastest women in the world has ever seen? Is it simply talent? Is it the coaching? Or is there a secret hidden in Jamaica's culture that the rest of the world still has not discovered? Stay with me until the end, because the answer might surprise you. And if you enjoyed videos like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you'll never miss another exciting discussion.
So Jackson right in the middle in lane 5. Barnes and Sturgis are the 2 Americans in 4 and 3 next to her. Hobbs in the yellow, then McCoy, Jaisha Sears and Rosius closest to the camera. Women's 100 metres.
Sir.
Oh, a really good start from Barnes, and Sturgis got away quickly as well, and these two with half a yard, although Barnes is beginning to go back. Shericka Jackson coming through the middle. Jaisha Sears is going to be close as well. It's going to be tight on the line. Jackson might just get there. She does! McCoy storms through for 2nd. Well, we said we weren't sure what to expect from Shericka Jackson, and it's good to see. We want our big stars coming and running well. She doesn't look too happy, does she? But that was an emphatic win in the end. Not super quick. It's a warm evening here and a little breeze behind the sprinters, but 11.04, a good start for Jackson. 2-3 others got out of the blocks better, but by 50 metres she was certainly co-leading and then went on to take it, Tim.
Yeah, she did. I mean, actually a brilliant start, and you called it, from Shericka Barnes. Look there in the headband, fourth from right. But it's almost like she just lost her rhythm there, and the power of Shericka Jackson. She carried on accelerating. They hit their top speed at around 70 metres, these sprinters. She just holds her form there. Look at that really symmetrical, beautiful looking balance. And coming through strongly on the near side, McCoy in the all black does well there, just easing out Jacia Sears, who takes a third spot. A season's best for her, the same as the winner Shericka Jackson. But yeah, Shericka Jackson very, very sober, Steve. I think she probably knows full well that there's a bigger fish to be caught later in the season, much bigger fish.
I think she'll be pleased with that, whatever cool demeanour she's keeping. You know, there's some good people here running well, and for Jackson, 100 metres this day.
100 metres, the final track event of the evening, and there's one good reason why they've left it to last, because in lane 5 is one of the great Polish heroines, Ewa Swoboda, former European indoor champion. Posters everywhere, massive posters of her everywhere across the city of Katowice. She's right in the middle of the 9 athletes as well. They set it up for her. Jenna Prandini, well, she's a great 200-metre runner, has a best of 10.9, the American. Hasn't had a vintage season by her standards. 7th in the London Diamond League before the games, hasn't raced since then. Natasha Morrison of Jamaica, 11-1 this year, but she's a 10.85 athlete. Bas Bitai of Gambia, she goes in lane 3. Semi-finalist in the Olympic Games at 200 metres. Then Tamari Davis, second in Lausanne and second in Monaco just before the game. She's a very consistent racer as the 21-year-old American. Best of 10.8. Yeah, and there is Swoboda. How they love her. Silver medalist at the World Indoors in Glasgow back in March, behind Julian Alfred. And that wasn't a bad person to lose to, seeing as Alfred went on to become Olympic champion. Marie-Josée Talou Smith of the Côte d'Ivoire. I'm sure she races more than anybody on the whole circuit. A prolific racer. 4th in Lausanne, 11.07. Still in good form, the 35-year-old. Daryl Nater of Great Britain. 4th in the Olympic 100, 5th in the 200. So frustrated with those, although she got a silver from the sprint relay. Tia Clayton, 7th in the Olympic Games. The Jamaican silver medalist. Only a youngster, just 20 years old. And Patricia van der Weken of Luxembourg completes the lineup. She's a late addition, I think, because when I travelled here a couple of days ago, I was chatting to a certain Dina Asher-Smith at the airport as we were waiting for our bags. Dina announced yesterday she was pulling out of this meeting. I'm not sure if she's felt a niggle or if she's just not feeling 100%, but Dina flew here to Poland but is not competing tonight. So the meeting record, well, it's a rather impressive one. I'm not sure we'll see an extra one added in this race. 10.66 by Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price of Jamaica a couple of years ago. But 3 Olympic finalists go here. And all eyes on Swoboda in lane 5. There she is, real powerhouse. She's a tremendously quick starter. Look for her to probably lead at halfway, and then maybe to get run down. Can she stay ahead, though, to send everyone home on a high? With Mondo, of course, 2 more attempts at that world record in the vault to come. Well, a really good start from Tamari Davis there, 4th from right. Swoboda's got some running to do here yet. I don't think she's going to win this one. Really good running on the near side too from Tia Clayton. Tia Clayton takes it there on the near side, I think. Probably the shortest athlete in the race and the youngest at 20. The Jamaican in lane 8, I think, just nicked that. 10.81. Well, it is super fast. That's the 5th fastest time in the world this year. And for Clayton, it is indeed a new lifetime best by a pretty big chunk. 10.83 she's given, in fact, but it is nonetheless a lifetime best. Swoboda didn't get her usual bullet start from lane 5. Wasn't able to get the blood up for the crowd.
People were a little disappointed when she travelled across the UK early summer and in the cold and wind and rain of Gateshead in the northeast of England was well beaten by Dina Asher-Smith, but this is more like home turf for Richardson in lane 5.
So a reminder, Fraser-Price in 4, Richardson in 5, Thompson here at the double Olympic champion, in lane 6. Women's 100 metres. Away first time, this time, and Thompson here into her running, 4th from left. Thompson here also going very well. Shelley-Ann Fraser-Price, Richardson's nowhere. What a performance there. It's the fastest in the world this year, 10:54 the winning time. Thompson Hera continues her form from Tokyo. What a statement. Understated celebration. Goodness me. It's the 2nd fastest time in history. Only Flojo has gone quicker, and she's beaten her own time from Tokyo, 10:60.
In lane number 8, Ella Connolly of Australia, 4th at the World Junior Championships over 400 metres 4 years ago. Under 23 seconds this year. There'll be a huge roar for the athlete in 7. Elaine Thompson-Hera. 2nd fastest woman of all time over 100, the 3rd fastest of all time over 200. Favour Ofili of Nigeria, their national record holder, the 19-year-old, will start in lane number 6. Natalia White of Jamaica will start in 5, 8th in the 100-metre final here, 4th at the Jamaican National Championships this year over this distance. Christina Mboma from Namibia, the 19-year-old national record holder, has had her injury problems this year, but she's back, she's in this final and starts in 4. Beth Dobbin of Scotland. The line-up in lane number 3, a semi-finalist in the Olympics last year, the Scottish record holder, 22.5 at her best. And completing the line-up from the Gambia, Gina Bass. Just outside 23 seconds in qualifying. She starts in lane number 2. So the final track action on this Saturday night. Bass, Dobbin and Mboma, White. Ofili, Thompson-Hera, there she is. Connolly and McDonald. She won the 100 metres in 10.95 seconds. That was her first individual Commonwealth Games medal. The athlete that's done the double-double, the 100 and 200 metres at 2 Olympics in a row, is aiming to win the 200-metre title here. Still shouts from fans around the crowd. But a clean start. Thompson-Hera has got out nicely in lane number 7. She's took the stagger from Connolly outside of her. She's eating it up, the Jamaican. Thompson-Hera into the home straight. Ofili, the Nigerian, in 2nd in the lane inside of her. And Mbomma's going to get the bronze. Keep your eye on the clock. 22.
Tina, 100-metre champion. We're going to have Tia, her sister. Then we're going to have Shericka Hill. She looks one of the hot favourites for the women's 100-metre hurdle titles. That one, of course, is going on tomorrow. Well, we can see from 8, Australia, Italy 7, United States 6, Colombia 5, Jamaica 4, Great Britain 3, Germany 2, Switzerland 1. Well, here we go. This is the women's 4x100-metre final. Look at Jamaica. They've started off well. Let's always look at those baton changes. Well, the Jamaican change is a good one. And America are going pretty well there in lane 6, but this is all about Jamaica. Well, Colombia, oh, they were struggling with that baton a little bit there. Well, it does look like it's Jamaica from the United States, Great Britain and Northern Ireland and Colombia, and a real battle there for the bronze medal. Well, all the batons, oh no, Great Britain, it all went wrong for them on the last change, but it is Jamaica, the United States of America in 2nd place, and Colombia, the home team. Well, the whole of the stadium go wild. Colombia picking up yet another medal in this World Under-20 Championships?
It's a world record. We have a World Under-20 record broken by the Jamaicans, and virtually nothing went wrong. The 100-meter champion there, Clayton, she had to have a second look at that final baton change, but she still scooted up the home straight to take the gold medal. And when you consider the delays and everything else, what a performance that is. And Colombia, well, they are delighted because they have picked up the bronze medal. Another medal for Colombia at these championships. Two silvers in individual events, and now they have a bronze in the relays.
Well, when you see scenes like this, it's very hard not to smile. We're just hearing that United States in second place. That was a national record for them. Oh my goodness, all the athletes who have come through that US system, who've been on those US teams. The same can be said for Jamaica. For these two squads to be the fastest in history, well, we've seen something quite special here this evening. Well, there you go, that is confirmation. 43.28. Well, the future of sprinting in Jamaica and the United States, it looks in safe hands, doesn't it?
But it is a rather good squad, isn't it? Let's be honest.
That is a good time for a senior squad. That's the sort of time that would get you up there challenging for the medals in the equivalent of the World Championships for seniors. Let me just say that again. That is a good enough time to win a medal at the World Championships. These four athletes are under 20 in age.
So the Claytons, the lead-off was Cole, the silver medalist in the 100 metres.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have just watched that full video. Let's start with a simple question. Whenever there is a big international race, which country flag do you expect to see near the front? Is it not Jamaica's? Why is that? Why do millions of fans automatically believe that Jamaican women will be fighting for victory? There is a funny saying that goes, if speed had a hometown, it will probably be Jamaica. It makes us smile. But after watching the race, year after year, does not it almost sound true? Now let's talk about Shericka Jackson. Have you noticed how calm she looks before the starting gun? While other athletes may look tense, Shericka seems completely focused. Why is that? Is she never nervous? Or is confidence simply the result of years of hard work? As the saying goes, confidence is earned in practice, not borrowed on race day. When the race begins, she doesn't look like she is forcing herself to run fast. She looks smooth, powerful, and completely in control. Is not that one of the mark of a true champion? But here is another question. What happens when legends eventually step away from the sport? Does Jamaica suddenly stop producing champions? Somehow. The answer always seems to be no. That is where exciting young athletes like Clayton come into the picture. Every season, she looks faster, stronger, and more confident. Her outstanding performance makes people around the world ask, where does Jamaica keep finding these incredible athletes? Maybe we are asking the wrong question. Maybe we should be asking, what kind of environment keeps creating champions? Think about this real life example. Imagine growing up in a family where everyone is a doctor. From childhood, you hear conversation about medicine, helping patients, and saving lives. Many children in that environment naturally dream of becoming doctors too. Now imagine growing up in Jamaica, where children see Olympic champions walking through their communities, speaking at schools, and winning medals for their country. Wouldn't that make greatness feel possible? Wouldn't you begin believing that one day you could be standing on that podium too? Then we have the legendary Elaine Thompson-Herah. How many unforgettable moments has she given athletes fans? How many young girls have watched her cross the finish line and whisper to themselves, one day I want to be just like her? That's how greatness speed. One champion inspires another, who then inspire the next generation. It's almost like passing a relay baton, except this baton carries confidence, belief, and hope. As one serious quote reminds us, success leaves footprint for others to follow. Jamaica's young athletes simply keep following those footprints. Have you ever noticed something else? Jamaica's sprinters rarely seems to panic during a race. Why is that? Why do they look so relaxed while running at incredible speeds? The answer may be simpler than we think. Champions don't rise to the occasion, they fall back on their training. Every smooth stride comes from thousands of hours of practice that nobody ever sees. The race may only last 11 seconds, but those 11 seconds represent years of sacrifice. That lesson does not only apply to sports. Think about learning how to ride a bicycle. The first day is scary. You wobble, you lose balance, and maybe you even fall. But after practicing again and again, riding becomes natural. Sprinting works the same way. Example, does not appear overnight. Excellence does not appear overnight. It grows through consistency, discipline, and patience. Is that true for almost every successful person in life? Now, here is a fun thought. If Jamaica could bottle its sprinting success and sell it around the world, do you think every country would buy it? Probably. But the truth is, you can't package discipline, you can't buy determination, and you certainly can't order confidence only online. Those qualities are built through years of dedication, one day at a time. Let's also talk about Jamaica's relay teams. Why are they so successful? Is it only because they are fast? Or is it because they completely trust one another? A relay is not won by one superstar. Every athlete must do her part, but that is a powerful lesson for everyday life. Families grow stronger through teamwork. Business succeed through teamwork. Communities become better through teamwork. As another serious quote says, talent wins races, but unity builds champions. So, What really is Jamaican's secret? Maybe it is not one secret at all. Maybe it's cultural, where children grow up believing that greatness is not impossible. They see legends like Elaine Thompson-Hera, they watch stars like Shericka Jackson, they cheer for rising talent like Clayton. Suddenly, becoming a world champion does not feel like a fantasy, it feels like a goal that can actually be achieved. Now I'll leave you with one final question. Do you think Jamaica's incredible sprinting dynasty will continue for many more years? Or do you believe another country is finally ready to challenge these sprint queens? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. I do love to hear your opinions. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who loves athletics. Until the next time, remember this: greatness is never an accident. It's built through belief, hard work, and the courage to dream big. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.